Hello. Not too long ago, I came back from going to the fitness center. I went swimming. It's been upped again. It was stopped for a while, our path, but now I'm swimming again, and I love it. I love the classes that I'm taking there. And coming home from swimming, of course, West Valley, I live west of there, so I'm driving on 3100, and I get to see my mountain with the sea on it. A constant reminder that Christ is the one who I build my foundation on, his love for me and for everyone else. As I was coming home, or earlier today when I was walking, I really had, for me, I learned that inspiration comes as I'm moving my body. It can come in other ways too, but it also comes when I'm moving my body. And one of the things I got was, Christine, why don't you expand your way into health? Because right now, at this time in history, we need to have emotional health, we need to have physical health, spiritual health, and also mental health and abilities to be able to move forward with our minds not constantly dragging us down. And so I decided that's perfect, because that's why I'm here at this time in history. I'm excited to be alive now, and you are supposed to be here at this time in history. It's an exciting time to be alive, and it's a time where it just beckons all of us to be our best self. You know that I used to be a preschool teacher for many, many years. I took off a few years to do emotional healing work, but that was maybe 20 years ago. Since then, I've been mostly a preschool teacher. And so as a teacher, when you're with children, or with anybody actually, but with children, it doesn't take very long and you see what their next step is. What the next thing is they need to do to get ready for kindergarten, but also for life. Because when they were in my classes, I really worked with children in speaking and saying what they need and not being victims. It was a big deal. And so for me, working, so I wanted to put it out there. What about you? What about you? Is there some area you want to grow? Do you ever feel like you're in a plateau and you want to be catapulted to another level somewhere in your life? Physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, relationship-wise, or with your mind, the ability to create. So that's where join Jeff and I, and join me in our journey as we evolve together. I love that concept of evolving together. Hello everyone, Christine Case here. I am showing you a little picture of my house, but the thing I wanted to show you most of all is something in our laundry room. Of course, George Washington on the wall, our family birthdays, so I can remember them as I go out. But the thing I wanted to share with my little video today is these two dresses. So I have my engagement dress right there. It's pretty old. We've been married 40 years. And the other one here is my wedding dress. So each of these dresses pinpoint to a moment in time, a time many years ago, and I can see them. I have a physical representation of this point in time because these dresses are still here. It's the same thing when you write in your journal. I am so pleased that I started writing in my journals when I was 18, because I can go back and I can see what my thought processes were. I can see and share with my children what was going on in my life at that time. So it is actually like a picture in time, just like these dresses. I still have the physical representations. When you write in your journal, you have a physical representation of what your life was at that time that I promise you could not remember. So, start your journals. I encourage you. Write what's important to you. Encourage your children. If you had a mom of younger children, get them journals. Let them write what's important to them. Hey, I want to share with you some of my journals. Here's a pile of them right here. Here's the first one when I was 18, and it goes here, and I have clips And here's some more journals. And here's my latest ones. When I get inspiration, I put it in this one. And my personal history for the last 6 years. It's pretty powerful. And another one, the real Christine Berlin case. Please stand up. So these are my journals. And I have a lot of good information in them. My children, when they were born, when I went to Christy's house, I took this one here with me. And I shared with her what was going on when I was pregnant with her. And she loved it, and also her birth. And so journals are amazing. I hope you start a journal now of what's important to you. The videos that I have, eventually I'm going to put them on YouTube. But they build upon each other. And so there's little concepts along the way. And one of the things I talked about was journals, of course. And journals are really, really important. So I would encourage you to get your own journal, even if you just go to any store, not just Walmart, but any store, and get a spiral notebook. Start somewhere and write what's important to you. It'll mean a lot. And also it's telling the universe or God that you're serious and that you want more input from Him. If you remember President Nelson, for those that are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, our president encouraged the women, it also could be the men, of course, to keep journals and to start writing and getting insight and praying and have a paper and pencil there and write. I've been doing that for years. It's in my journals and they're awesome. I'm so glad I have them. And so my wisdom can be imparted to others so that they can actually move to be their best self too, and we can together lift each other. Let's see. So when I was in Norway, I lived in Norway as a teenager from 14 to 17. My father was called to be a mission president there. And at that time, their Norwegian TV was terribly boring. They just had Columbo and they had documentaries. And I don't know, I was not interested in documentaries. And Columbo was terribly boring and he was just terrible. It was a terrible show. So what I ended up doing was finding poetry and memorizing poetry. And so I would like to share one with you because I am a bridge builder. I'm a generational healer. I know it. I know that with my life and the things I've gone through, people are going to benefit. And I would like to end with sharing this poem, A Bridge Builder. And the writer of the poem is, what is his name again? Will Allen Dromgoole. Will Allen Dromgoole. I like to end with this poem. The Bridge Builder. An old man going a lone highway came at evening cold and gray to a chasm vast, deep and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream held no fears for him. But he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Good man, said a fellow pilgrim near. Oh, what was the next part? Good man, said a fellow pilgrim near. You are wasting your strength in building here. Your journey will end with the end of this day. You will never again pass this way. You have crossed the chasm so vast, deep, and wide. Why build you here at eventide? See the next part. The builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, he said, this chasm that has been as naught to me might to the fair-haired youth a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friends, I am building this bridge for him. That's how I feel. I feel that the experiences I've been through and the growth that I have gained, I can share with others. And you can share them and grow and expand your wisdom and your knowledge and open up and share your gifts with others. It's the time for that, because as the world increases in wickedness, I really don't like that word, but as the world increases in sadness and wickedness, so too our spiritual gifts have to increase. As this increases, we have to increase. So it's a perfect time to let your voice be known, to share your gifts and your talents with others, just like I'm sharing mine with you. And I'm excited for this journey of a way back into health, including emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, mental abilities. That is the time that we're in, to be the best you can be. And we want you to join us in our journey. And next time I'm going to get a video, I'm going to have Jeff make a video of me walking around in my 2 capris. They're like going to fall off of me. And I love walking around with big pants on. It looks silly, I know, but I just don't like tight pants. How about you? Have a great day in our way back into health. Goodbye now.